Low, sustained cello drones rise from silence, barely perceptible, humming like tectonic memory. High violins enter in harmonic minor, playing tremolo homodies, fractured starlight in sound. A single viola pulses like a distant heartbeat beneath. No rhythm, only tension stone creaks in stereo pan from left to right. Crackling parchment, faint Gregorian tuning. Out of time, wind curls through broken pews. Violins ascend in slow glissando, mimicking falling stars. Candles chant a descending motif, repeating every 17 seconds. No resolution, always one note too low. Chimes strike right once every 45 seconds. Off-grid, distant bass string plucks echo like dripping sanctity. A bow scrapes metal, subharmonic growl. The harmony never settles, suspended fourths, diminished sevenths, voice unknown, only resonance shaped like words. A whisper choir hums beneath the mix. No lips, only air. Dissaka violins mimic footsteps in a cloistered walk. Each note staccato halting, then silence. One by one, the strings fade as if doors shut. A single violin sustains a B flat, held beyond breath. It wavers, it weeps, then silence for 7 seconds. All strings surge, not loud but dense. A cluster chord, FG, no root, no redemption. The motif repeats, lower each time. High violin shriek in fly-up tone. Don't like broken glass, echoed panning. Sound crawls around the listener. No melody, only dread and motion. Bass drones swell beneath like rising water. Solo cello enters amongst the men, plays in Phrygian mode, but with added tritone. Each phrase ends unresolved. Midas flicker above like dying candles. Choir wordlet enters backwards reverb. Whispers in Latin crawl beneath. Spiritus ubi nescitur tenebrae surgunt. The spirit where unknown darkness rises. Rain begins. Sparks recorded on ancient slates. Strings return, denser, darker motif now. A quarter tone flatter, drone layer thickens. A bass felt more than heard. A single gong struck once decay over 1 minute. The harmony rotates without cadence. Time bends, perception frays. All instruments cease except a single viola. It plays a repeating palindrome rhythm. Backward samples of chanting leak through stone. Grinds beneath the foundation. A low growl rises from processed cello. Pitch shifted 15 semitones. Then silence for 11 seconds. A single violin shrieks an octave above register. Then cuts. The ensemble re-enters like a tide. All parts play in counter rhythm. 7 against 5 into 11. No conductor, only instinct. And instinct is flawed. Bow crodals ring, metallic alien. The original motif returns now in retrograde. Stars above flicker in response. No light, only observation. Final crescendo, but never climax. Sound swells and then collapses inward. All strings collapse to a single sustained cluster. Voices chant, Neil sang 90 seconds. One cello plays 3 notes, repeated endlessly. F-E-G, like a failing heart. Wind returns, the well whispered. Candle extinguished, silence claimed the cloister. The stars blink out, one by one. Low, sustained cello drones rise from silence, barely perceptible, humming like tectonic memory. High violins enter in harmonic minor, playing tremolo homodies, fractured starlight in sound. A single viola pulses like a distant heartbeat beneath. No rhythm. Only tension stone creaks in stereo pan from left to right. Crackling parchment, faint Gregorian tuning. Out of time, wind curls through broken pews. Low, sustained cello drones rise from silence, barely perceptible, humming like tectonic memory. High violins enter in harmonic minor, playing tremolo homodies, fractured starlight in sound. A single viola pulses like a distant heartbeat beneath. No rhythm. Only tension stone creaks in stereo pan from left to right. Crackling parchment, faint Gregorian tuning. Out of time, wind curls through broken pews. Low, sustained cello drones rise from silence, barely perceptible, humming like tectonic memory. High violins enter in harmonic minor, playing tremolo homodies, fractured starlight in sound. A single viola pulses like a distant heartbeat beneath. No rhythm. Only tension stone creaks in stereo pan from left to right. Crackling parchment, faint Gregorian tuning. Out of time, wind curls through broken pews. sustained cello drones rise from silence, barely perceptible, humming like tectonic memory. High violins enter in harmonic minor, playing tremolo homodies, fractured starlight in sound. A single viola pulses like a distant heartbeat beneath. No rhythm, only tension stone creaks in stereo pan from left to right. Crackling parchment, faint Gregorian tuning. Out of time, wind curls through broken pews. Low, sustained cello drones rise from silence, barely perceptible, humming like tectonic memory. High violins enter in harmonic minor, playing tremolo homodies, fractured starlight in sound. A single viola pulses like a distant heartbeat beneath. No rhythm, only tension stone creaks in stereo pan from left to right. Crackling parchment, faint Gregorian tuning. Out of time, wind curls through broken pews. Resonating through stone. Wind sounds filtered through reverb. Faint breath like choir pads enter, layered in thirds. A single high organ note rings like a bell. Sub-bass tremor pulses once.
Organ chords rise in D minor, slow traces ascending. Each note echoes slightly spaced 2 seconds apart. Choir swells gently beneath, no words, only vowel tones. Wind intensifies outside, distant howl through canyons.
Second organ layer enters with counter melody in parallel fifths. A single gong strikes, reverberating.
Tempo remains static, but tension builds. Choir clusters rise in dissonance. Organ begins rhythmic pulse, quarter notes low and deliberate. Wind gusts sink suddenly with harmonic shifts. A deep bass note drones beneath, anchoring the chaos.
Full organ chords now, full registers, rich and majestic. Choir sings in Latin like phonetics.
organ simplifies, returns to 11 motifs. Choir drops to whisper, layer breathy and ethereal. Wind sounds return to forefront, dry leaves skittering across stone. A new melodic fragment on organ, G a minor, mournful yet strong. Subtle timpani rolls, distant like thunder below.
Eternal theme, eternal ignis, chord draconis now. Laid across octaves, organ plays homophonic harmony, bold and resonant.
Echo of dragons low, growl process into vein. Runes on walls glow brighter with each chord.
All music pauses, except wind and breath. Single choir note. Organ re-enters with a tonal cluster, then resolved to F major 7th. New Latin phrase. Per tempestas per flamme fidelis. Percussion enters. Stone chimes. Suspended metal. Texture becomes more complex. Polyrhythmic breath. Pulse.
Organ returns with earlier motif on when inverted. Choir sings in canon, staggered entries. Wind dies slightly.
Calm before renewal, low string pad enters beneath. Not orchestral, synthesized but a quest stopped in tone. Melody ascends into hopeful mode. Dorian hint.
Final climax, all erupted. Eternal ignis, chords are refined in the ice with intensity. Choir hits max density.
6-part harmony, organ full throttle, reverb at maximum. A deep gong tolls 3 times.
Music fades slowly. Organ holds final chord D minor with
Added 9.
choir decays into breath tone.
Wind returns now gentle.
One last organ note. High B. Fades into silence. End on natural reverb tail, 15 seconds. Drone continues. Subtle variation in harmonic rhythm. Wind pattern shift cyclically. Every 10 minutes a new gust pattern. Choir pulses appear every 3 minutes, an obtruse. Organ motifs repeat with micro variations. Imperceptible on first listen. No sharp change.
Only evolution.
Introduce low frequency surf rumble. Felt more than heard. Occasional distant thunder. 5% volume. Rare melodic fragments return. Echoes of chorus. Runes fade in and out glow with sound.
Total runtime structured for 3-hour immersion.
Only evolution.
Slow, distant organ hum begins. Low C drone resonating through stone. Wind sounds filtered through reverb. Faint breath like choir pads enter, layered in thirds. A single high organ note rings like a bell. Sub-bass tremor pulses once.
Organ chords rising D minor, slow traces ascending. Each note echoes slightly spaced 2 seconds apart. Choir swells gently beneath, no words, only vowel tone.
Resonating through stone. Wind sounds filtered through reverb. Faint breath like choir pads enter, layered in thirds. A single high organ note rings like a bell. Sub-bass tremor pulses once.
Organ chords rising D minor, slow traces ascending. Each note echoes slightly spaced 2 seconds apart. Choir swells gently beneath, no words, only vowel tone.
Distant organ hum begins. Low C drone resonating through stone. Wind sounds filtered through reverb. Faint breath like choir pads enter, layered in thirds. A single high organ note rings like a bell. Sub-bass tremor pulses once.
Organ chords rising D minor, slow traces ascending. Each note echoes slightly spaced 2 seconds apart. Choir swells gently beneath, no words, only vowel tone.
Low drone of Highland fades in, sustained over a distant bottom heartbeat. Foghorn like swell in the drums, echoing off invisible stones.
A bass hum joins beneath, mimicking the mountain's deep resonance. Wind chimes, stone and bone, shimmer sporadically. A single long bagpipe note lingers like watchful sign. Begins a steady 6/8 march, muted leather mallet strikes, bagpipes enter with a repeating two-note motif, DA echoing like a beacon. Droning harmony layer builds 3-part bagpipe to slight dissonance. Quiet pad breathes in beneath, subtle as vapor. Each modern strike carries a slight reverb tail, like footsteps in an empty hall. Tempo slow, slightly bagpipe phrase ascends, a spiral of notes in old Highland scale. Modern stutter steps mimicking a warrior drawing breath. Wind intensifies subtly. Field recording of alpine gust center, stereo periphery, a single hammer, dulcimer, no chimes once, then silence. Choir pad swells an 8th note, full bagpipe chord resolves, triumphant yet weary. Modern hammers a strong ancestral rhythm, steady low Gaelic hum, rolling's the harmony. Distant thunder echoes, feels more magical than natural. The stone bell tolls once low, and ancient drone layers thicken. Textural complexity builds like weathered stone. Another dulcimer rising, choir lifts an octave. Bottom softens, shifts to syncopated cadence. Bagpipes return with a new motif, melancholy but resolute. A single Yulin pipe joins Breathian and Peftu. Choir recedes to background shimmer. Wind now carries faint animal cries, far off, possibly imagined. Dulcimer plucks a descending line. Drones fluctuate slightly in pitch, simulating instability of high altitude. Full return in harmony, modern strong. Choir now a slight Latin chant like rise. No words, bell tolls twice. Drumbeat grows more intense, more insistent, echoing bagpipe call and response between left and right channels. Dulcimer ascends in urgency. All rhythm holds silence but for wind, and a single wavering bagpipe drone. Then a faint whisper in old Gaelic river, unintelligible like wind through rooms. A deep gong strikes. Modern returns alone, just one hit every 10 seconds. Each strike is layered with spectral reverb. Choir enters in microtonal harmony, a flicker of glowing embers in the audio texture. Synth pulses mimicking firelight. Oh! return with a variation of their smell motif, now more urgent. Choir hums in harmony determined. Dulcimer plays a warping recursive pattern. Time feels distended. Wind recedes, replaced by the creak of ancient timbers. A distant horn answers from another peak. All instruments strand stack quite resonant, broad and relentless bell tories thrive. Bagpipe solo soars over top the root to high register. A single cry in Gaelic descends into the silence. Pattern fades to slow final beats. Bagpipes sustain a single note, then taper into harmonic haze. Choir dissolves into wind. One last dulcimer pluck. Silence returns deep, watchful, complete.
Low drone of Highland fades in, sustained over a distant button heartbeat. Foghorn like swell in the drums, echoing off invisible storm. Sub-bass hum joins beneath, mimicking the mountain's deep resonance. Wind chimes, stone and bone, shimmer sporadically. A single long bagpipe note lingers like watchful silence. A single low drone emerges from silence, a distant harmonic hum like wind through hollow stone. The Celtic flute enters softly, playing a descending three-note motif in D minor, sparse, hesitant. Each note is allowed to fade fully before the next. A delicate music box pattern, barely audible, begins, mimicking the flicker of candle flame. A deep ambient pad swells beneath, warm as wax dripping on wood. Flute plays a wandering melody in 6/8 time, echoing through unseen clearings. Notes hang in the air like
star blinking behind cloud, subtle forest ambience, distant owl, rustle of undergrowth, a lone frog in stagnant water. The drone pulses ever so slightly, like a sleeping giant's breath. Flute ascends slowly, step by step, reaching a fragile high, a soft choir of wordless female focus in harmony, faint as if heard from another realm. Chimes shimmer at irregular intervals, like candlelight catching dew. Tempo remains slow, 64 BPM heartbeat of a weary traveler. Flute soars in sustained tones now, doubled by a low eyebone like. The melody repeats, slightly varied, a lament in eternal return. Organ drone grows richer, layered with its cella's sustains. The music box returns, playing a fragmented lullaby. All sounds feel distant, as though heard through thick glass. Flute returns to its wandering theme, now accompanied by a single plucked harp string every 4 measures. The drone subtly shifts key from D minor to F major. A gust of wind sweeps through the stereo field, carrying with it a ghostly whisper. Flute hesitates, pauses, then plays a sync repeated note, a question unanswered. Full harmonic text straightens slightly, though never dominant. Flute and cello weave together in counterpoint. The melody lingers longer now, each phrase heavier than the last. A faint tremolo in the pad suggests the candle flickering in a draft. All instruments drop out except the drone and an element. A slow renant bell every 12 seconds. Flute returns alone, playing a new, more fragmented phrase. Each note is isolated, surrounded by silence. A soft, reversed flute trail lingers after each tone, like memory of a voice. A distant wolf howls low and brief beyond the tree line. Then silence again for 4 beats. Flute resumes the original theme, now slower, stretched by grief. The music box plays back quick snippets of earlier melody. Choir returns in minor seconds, dissonant yet tender. The harp plucks irregularly like a hand trembling near flame. The final chorus plays with closed eyes as if blind. All instruments present but mixed even softer. A dream receding. The organ drone begins to fade, layer by layer. Flute plays one final phrase, 3 descending notes. The candle flame sputters, music box winds down, drone fades over 60 seconds, final sound. A single drop of wax falling, silence returns. Silence returns. Silence returns. A single low drone emerges from silence, a distant harmonic hum like wind through hollow stone. The Celtic flute enters softly, playing a descending three-note motif in D minor, sparse, hesitant. Each note is allowed to fade fully before the next. A delicate music box pattern, barely audible, begins, mimicking the flicker of candle food. A single low drone emerges from silence, a distant harmonic hum like wind through hollow stone. The Celtic flute enters softly, playing a descending three-note motif in D minor, sparse, hesitant. Each note is allowed to fade fully before the next. A delicate music box pattern, barely audible, begins, mimicking the flicker of candle food. A single low drone emerges from silence, a distant harmonic hum like wind through hollow stone. The Celtic flute enters softly, playing a descending three-note motif in D minor, sparse, hesitant. Each note is allowed to fade fully before the next. A delicate music box pattern, barely audible, begins, mimicking the flicker of candle food. emerges from silence, a distant hum come like wind through hollow stone. The Celtic flute enters softly, playing a descending three-note motif in D minor, sparse, hesitant. Each note is allowed to fade fully before the next. A delicate music box pattern, barely audible, begins, mimicking the flicker of candle food. A single low drone emerges from silence, a distant harmonic hum like wind through hollow stone. The Celtic flute enters softly, playing a descending three-note motif in D minor, sparse, hesitant. Each note is allowed to fade fully before the next. A delicate music box pattern, barely audible, begins, mimicking the flicker of candle food. A single low drone emerges from silence, a distant harmonic hum like wind through hollow stone. The Celtic flute enters softly, playing a descending three-note motif in D minor, sparse, hesitant. Each note is allowed to fade fully before the next. A delicate music box pattern, barely audible, begins, mimicking the flicker of candle food. Harp melody begins in E minor, flowing but hesitant, like fingers tracing old runes. Left hand at soft bass tones every 4 beats, like distant footsteps in lower halls. Faint shimmer of wind through broken stained glass loops subtly. A single high harmonic rings, repeating every 15 seconds. A memory motif. Tempo imperceptibly slows, melody ascends, tones, reaching for a resolution it does not take. A new tone, a glassy resonance, like a teardrop hitting crystal, enters on beat for ambient pad swells beneath, barely above noise floor. Fuller harp voicing broken chords in triplets cascading downward, echo delay applied with 1/8 repeats, simulating tau-wide. A second harp enters an octave higher, ghosted, slightly out of phase. Wind chimes respond in random intervals. The sun is high, but the light feels cold. Returns to solo harp, lower register now. Melody simplified, fewer notes, more space. Each phrase ends with a suspended chord, unresolved. Page turn ensemble, distant, irregular, a faint glow of runes. Pulses in sync with bass notes, felt not heard. Structure, but a verb increased, a priest looks wider, as if tower expanded. Ghost harp harmonizes in parallel fifths. Wind chimes more frequent now, answering the melody. Glassy tones recur every third measure, memory growing stronger. Sudden silence for 8 seconds, then one low harp note, tremolo like a spell, stirring the high D sustained beneath. A drone, pure harp begins playing inverted motifs from earlier melodies, upside down. Tempo drifts slightly rubato like thought. A whisper of Latin chant enters, not lyrical, just breath on syllables. Returns to E minor, but now with slight modal shift. Lydian hints, melody more fluid, accepting bass tones fade. Melody floats freely, the memory motif repeats, now doubled. Sunlight hits a prism, color bleeds across floor. Red, violet, gold. Final chorus, fuller, warmer reverb. Ghost harp now in harmony, not echo. Wind chimes form a pattern, almost musical. Glass tones align with harp peaks. It is not joy, but peace. Loneliness acknowledged, not fought. Gradual fade, one harp note at a time vanishes. Final note, high, let ring until consumed by silence. Last sound, a single rune dimming, then only the sun and the wind and the tower alone. Music box melody begins. Soft, broken sequence in E minor, slightly out of tune, repeating every 12 seconds. Faint rain recorded on weathered stone. Low cello drone swells beneath, barely perceptible. Field recording. Distant thunder rolls, one single toll of a cracked bell. Strings enter gently, violin, cello in slow counterpoint. Melody remains unresolved, cycling every 16 bars. High violin harmonic tremors mimic raindrops on glass. Music box repeats, slightly slower each round. Field recording. Wind through empty corridors, paper rustling, scrolls in the archive untouched. Bass drone deepens of harmonic texture. Music box pauses for 2 cycles. Single sustained elbow note fades in, dies before resolving. Rain intensifies slightly, water dripping into stone basin methodically. Music box returns with added layer, warped music box harmony, a minor third above. String section crescendo, subtly still sotto-voce, no sharp attacks. Choral pads, synthetic monks chanting without words. Rain synchronizes to rhythmic pulse, droplets align into 6-8 meter for 30 seconds. Music box fades. Solo cello takes melody, echoing its phrase. Violas enter with mizzucato like pages turning slowly. Field recording, one wooden door creaking shut in distance. Reverberation lingers 12 seconds. Low flute tone hums beneath. Not melodic, just presence. Full string ensemble returns, still restrained. Music box and cello intertwine. Choral pad swells, then fractures into granulars. Rain continues, now layered with echo, as if heard from within a vault. Sudden silence, 15 seconds of ambient wash. Music box begins again, but now in reverse playback. Pitch slowly descends over 90 seconds. Solo violin enters with a Gregorian-inspired phrase, slow, slow, syllabic. Chants emerge briefly, whispered, fragmented in tenebris ambulantes. Lux perpetua non oritur, nomen oblivionis. Strings detune gradually, microtonal shifts. Rain becomes granular, each drop stretched, echoing. Music box returns to normal playback, but one beat late each cycle, drifting cello plays inverted melody. Field recording, one candle extinguished by draft. Final choral note hums, no beginning, no end. Rain softens. All islands converge, music box strings chant. Rain harmony resolves to E major for 10 seconds, then collapses back to E minor. Final toll of the cracked bell. Music box winds down. Music box winds down, mechanical slowing. Last note hangs, then clicks off. Rain continues along. 60 seconds. Silence returns, but the drip remains. Organ drones rise from silence, deep sea notes swelling like a slow heartbeat beneath the earth. Long river cathedral-like space, yet intimate. Choir enters in hushed unison, wordless like breath in cold air. Faint chimes shimmer like distant water droplets. Organ sustains, adding gentle harmonies in E minor. Subtle textures win through stone flutes, low geothermal rumble.
Choir divides into two tiers. Lows high, female singing suspended harmony. Organ plays slow appraisers, echoing like ripples on a subterranean pool. Melody remains within narrow range, ancient and attritata. A single high voice floats above the texture, like a glowworm spiraling upward. Repetition with microtonal shifts, these stones slowly shifting over centuries. No percussion, only rhythmic pulse implied by breathing of the ensemble. Harmony modulates subtly to a minor, like light shifting behind crystal. Choir swells gently, vowels morphing from A to O.
Organ introduces a soft counter melody in the left hand, low and grounding. Distant metallic resonance, like a chime struck once every 20 seconds. Airflow sound grows slightly, mimicking the cavern's breath.
Full choir unites in rich consonant triad. C major with added ninth, radiant yet soft.
Organ swells with warm pipe timbre, imitating great silver trumpets of old.
Harmonies linger and overlap, create a shimmering halo of sound. Words none but vowels shaped to evoke reverence, safety, stillness.
Repetition of the chord cycle.
Each cycle slightly softer than the last. Texture thins, only upper choir and organ high register remain. Lauded motif introduced by solo soprano, echoed by organ one bar later.
Like call and response between spirit and stone.
A new layer, soft cello like drone beneath, warm and close.
The mist feels heavier now, sounds muffled, dream-like. Time seems too slow, notes stretch into each other.
Full ensemble returns, but softer, more internal.
Choir blended deeper into mix, as if moving farther into the tunnel.
Harmony slightly darker, introduce BB.
Tinting the mood with sanctuary melancholy. Organ plays sparse chords, one every 4 beats. Each release allows echo to decay fully.
Choir drops out, only organ and ambient textures. Left hand plays slow ostinato. CGBM. Right hand improvises gentle variations in upper register. Wind increases slightly, then calms.
A single chime strikes low and
Pew every 15 seconds.
After 2 minutes, a whisper of choir returns,
Humming below the sound.
same as verse 2.
But with added layer of crystalline synth pad, barely audible.
soprano returns with variation on earlier motif.
Now in Dorian mode.
The warmth grows, perhaps a hidden spring begins to glow.
Organ and choir sync breaths, creating natural rhythm.
Final corner, original brightness, but quieter.
All elements present, but at lowest dynamics.
Sustain the final chord.
For over a minute, voices fade one by one. Organ holding lambs.
Organ alone,
Then only pedal tone.
faint geothermal pole.
Sound.
Single droplet echo.
Oh, 3 times.
Deep sub-bass hum fades in, resonant as distant tides pulling through caverns. Field recording of wind over coastal cliffs, wave crashes beneath. Celtic flute enters with a single suspended note. A then D wavering, almost imperceptible. Reverb heavy rain stick effect, like pebbles dragged by retreating foam. Low cello drone emerges in staggered pulses.
Flute plays in D Dorian, sparse phrasing. ADEF followed by silence. Each note decays unnaturally long, blurring into fog. Faint scraping, chair legs on stone or claws on flagstone. Granular synthesis of seagull cry, pitch shifted into moan. Bass swells every 12 seconds, mimicking deep water pressure ships. Flute accelerates slightly, rapid triplet figures still breathy, unstable. A dulcimer-like instrument plucks a descending motive. Slight tremolo on left channel mimics candle flicker. Wind tone rises in pitch, suggesting distant. Submerged chanting, flute holds sustained high D, trembling with vibrato layered beneath inverted hurdy-gurdy harmony detuned by 12 cents. Reverse cello glissando sweeps upward like fog climbing. chime rings once, then echoes in irregular intervals. Field recording overlay, a child's laughter heavily filtered, originating from the sea. Turns lower in D minor, more hesitant. Each phrase begins with a grace note, as if gasping. Dulcimer resumes with staggered rhythm, one bar every 5 seconds. Low gong struck once, resonance lasts 30 seconds. Sub-bass pulses shift from 3/4 to 7/8, creating unease. Flute soars in parallel fifths, but with intermittent breaks like lost breath. A hurricane when sampled beneath, barely audible. A distant foghorn sounds but distorted. The second blast repeats 3 times. 2 fast chimes now respond to flute, but half a beat late, mimicking doppelganger presence. Sudden silence for 8 seconds, then underwater chording of stone collapsing in deep trench. Flute re-enters in homemade minor, ascending slowly. C, D, F, G, A, B, C. Notice stretch, pitch bent downward at the end. A whispered Latin phrase, reversed and re-reversed, buried in static.
Low brass enters, playing a single dissonant cluster.
With a second, slightly detuned echo flute, their phrasing never aligns, suggesting 2 players or 1 player and reflection. Dulcimer plays in canon, delayed by 1.6 wait seconds for unnatural symmetry. The tide sounds have slowed, waves now crash once every 15 seconds. Impact triggers a low drum, felt more than heard. Full texture returns, but with more distortion. Flute pushed into overdrive, creating a faint and analog hiss. All harmony sharpened, hurdy-gurdy now plays in Lydian B7. The child's laughter returns, sir. A single cello line plays a descending chromatic scale, 3 seconds long. All elements fade except the flute and tide. Flute plays a single phrase,
G-A-F-E, then pauses, plays it again, an octave lower. Then silence, the tide pulls back. One final emerge emerges, not from the flute. It hums. It hums. It remembers. Fade to nothing over 90 seconds. bass hum fades in, resonant as distant tides pulling through caverns. Field recording of wind over coastal cliffs, wave crashes beneath. Celtic flute enters with a single suspended note. A then D wavering, almost imperceptible. Reverb heavy rain stick effect, like pebbles dragged by retreating foam. Low cello drone emerges in staggered. Sub-bass hum fades in, resonant as distant tides pulling through caverns. Field recording of wind over coastal cliffs, wave crashes beneath. Celtic flute enters with a single suspended note. A then D wavering, almost imperceptible. Reverb heavy rain stick effect, like pebbles dragged by retreating foam. Low cello drone emerges in staggered. Sub-bass hum fades in, resonant as distant tides pulling through caverns. Field recording of wind over coastal cliffs, wave crashes beneath. Celtic flute enters with a single suspended note. A then D wavering, almost imperceptible. Reverb heavy rain stick effect, like pebbles dragged by retreating foam. Low cello drone emerges in staggered bar.